Hello, Farm of Life family.
Hey, family.
Those of you that are in the family or know the family, you have seen this beautiful face. Look at those eyes. Look at the blue eyes.
The glow.
Oh, they're amazing. The light of Lacey. Everyone, Lacey Budge, Farm of Life family.
Hi, everyone.
So, Lacey, this was really cool because, Andrea, we have you to thank on this. And, Andrea, I know you're going to watch this. Andrea told us, and you know Andrea, obviously, because you worked at a retreat center, Shanti, in Canada. It's a beautiful place we've seen pictures of. It's amazing. Yeah. Andrea said, oh, you know, she's a, well, Farm Life family, if you don't know, Andrea does retreats with us since we've opened, just about. And she's a yoga instructor. And she told us about you. And you were the manager right there at Shanti?
I was managing and cooking at the farm, or not at the farm, at Shanti.
Right, right. And she said she'd be amazing for your place, yada, yada, yada. So we set up a Skype interview. We saw the blue eyes. Had a few jokes. She laughed at my jokes. If someone laughs at my jokes, you're in. You're in. Yeah, because I'm a bit silly. And most people don't laugh at my jokes. But she laughed at my silliness. Yes, she laughed at my silliness.
It was all part of me getting here.
Yes.
Part of my plan.
Yes. She's like, all right, I'll just laugh at him. But she came. And you started off as an assistant chef here, so talk to us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, well, I knew about the farm for a year before I could actually come. It was always in the back of my mind.
From Andrea, too, right?
Yeah, she told me, but that first winter off from Shanti didn't really work for me to come here. But I knew that I would make it at some point.
Yeah.
And then I came last year as the 2015 sous chef, and I worked with Jamie. And I always knew that I was just coming to kind of get my foot in the ground to see, like, where do we do the shopping? How does the seasonal produce work? What can I cook with? Just to feel out, like, the vibe of the farm.
Yeah.
And, yeah, once I stepped onto the property, I knew I would be back again.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you had me.
We had you. Happy and hello.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that experience, right? And also, I mean, you weren't only just serving the farm, but you were really serving yourself too. So it's almost like, you know, Farm of Life family, you know, guests come here and they go deep. The staff goes deep too, right?
Oh, for sure.
So many learnings, right?
I think I came here most excited about diving deeper into raw food because I had a lot of cooking experience, but less with raw. And so I was most excited about learning about that. But it turns out that that was just kind of like a carrier, like a way of getting me here. And I did learn a lot in the kitchen, but like the deepest transformation was everything that happened from the guest interactions, just the energy of the farm, the excursions, like jumping off of cliffs and
cliff jumping.
Just being here for a whole retreat season was the transformation. The cooking was cool too, but that's not where the deepest work happened. Right.
So it's like your, you know, service work and then also going deep yourself. Personal work, right? Change, opening.
Yeah, there was 4 girls that year as the staff.
Oh, yes.
And for me, it was amazing because I haven't experienced that in a long time, to be with that many women of like all similar interests, and we just really connected, and it was
you were an incredible
That was a cool group.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know that the connections you all made, the relationships you forged down there in that staff house were some of the strongest I've ever witnessed on the volunteer program.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we still keep in touch.
Yep.
And I know that I'm going to keep in touch with this year's team.
For sure.
Too.
Yep. So we'll fast forward a bit. So we leave. You're the assistant chef. Then, you know, it's kind of left up in the air, right? And I mean, you may not have ever came. Who knows, right? But I remember you saying, I still have some unfinished business at the Farm of Life, right? You were like, you know what I mean? I remember that. And we were looking for a head chef.
Well, actually, the way that it happened, if you don't mind, is you had asked me, like, will you come back next year? And I knew that I loved it here, but I didn't want to make a decision of, like, a year in advance, because this was something that, like, my own personal growth is that I'm working on is not always having to know and not having to make decisions, like, a year in advance. And just, like, okay, letting go and trusting that the right opportunity is going to come.
Yep.
And then you guys actually hired someone for the chef position.
We did.
But then in August, I remember getting the email from you guys saying that you were looking. It didn't work out with the chef, and you were looking. And it wasn't even something that happened at the level of the logical mind. It just hit me, and I just knew. And I pressed reply like the second I got the email.
That is awesome.
And I was like, I want to come.
That's a great story because, yeah, we had landed this great chef. I remember that, and we were like, oh, we're set. It was, I forget who it was, but then all of us.
Another Canadian.
It was another Canadian. It was an older woman, and then it just didn't work out. And then all of a sudden we put it out there to all of our past people that have served for us, and then boom, and then we were like, yeah, Lacey would be amazing. Because you were like a head chef as an assistant chef the year before, you know?
Yeah, it was a really good partnership.
Yeah, it really was, you and Jamie.
And you segue right into the role of head chef.
Yeah, well, I felt like I had a lot of experience. Like, I've been, for Shanti, now that I've stepped out of the cook position there, I was still doing like all of the ordering and the shopping and the menu planning. So it was like really great to transition back.
And you knew it's like when you came back, you were like boom, boom, boom. I mean, you knew it was so easy. And then so that year, you're the head chef, an amazing chef, and what is that eggplant? What's the name of it?
Szechuan eggplant.
Szechuan eggplant. Say that fast 10 times. Szechuan eggplant. But I mean, that was so good. So good. I love it. I overeat on it a lot. But I
You'll
still
get
love
the
myself.
recipe soon, Farm of Life family, and it's coming to you.
Oh, man. And then again, deep, right? Down the rabbit hole again, and all the ceremonies and everything that we do here. Just, continually, not only being the head chef here as, a label, I'm spoken the wheel, I'm the head chef, but you're working on yourself.
Yeah.
And then you loved it so much. It was so cool.
She just wouldn't leave.
Yeah. Because Alex, I love you, Alex. I know you're going to watch this video. Alex was our yoga instructor. And Alex, he's here for 6 full months, and he wanted to move to higher pastures, or different pastures anyway, and do some different things. We love you, Alex. Hello.
Hey, Alex.
But you were like, I want to feel what rainy season's like. Boop, boop, boop. You're the yoga instructor for a few months. And you've been doing that now since, the dry season left, the retreat season left. What's that experience been like?
Yeah, well, coming to the farm this year felt so completely different. Like, I felt way more, I don't know if it was just because it was familiar or the work that I'd done on myself in the past year. I just felt like so grounded.
Yeah.
And I just knew that there was like more, like I just knew as soon as I came back the second time that there was just so much more, many more gifts to receive from the farm. And something that was really big for me this year was the opportunity to lead the ecstatic dance with the cacao ceremony.
Man, you're good at that.
Which I loved. I mean, I did do it while I was sous chefing a couple of classes.
You totally did. You did a few of them during the retreats.
Yeah. But this year it was completely something else. It was honestly life-changing for me to be able to lead those every single week and
I think you channel chocolate spirits.
Cool.
I do. I do. You channel Hershey's.
Yeah. No, it definitely feels like a really shamanic experience.
Oh, man.
Guide the dance.
You're jumping around and she's going, eyes closed. And, I mean, those of you that are watching this that have done one with Lacey, I mean, it's really, it's heart-opening anyway, but then you take it to another level.
So really being able to offer that and to be in the kitchen and then now to step in and be able to offer, like, the community, the guests here, as a yoga teacher. And then now I started the weekly meditations. So I just feel like everything is just so perfectly aligned to be like offering what I want to be, how I want to be serving right now.
Absolutely. And amazing too, because we're serving the guests, and you've helped. It's sort of all inclusive, and I'm teaching them sun gazing, talk to them a little bit here and there, and you're hitting them with meditation, yoga in the morning, everyone, and then they leave, as you've seen all the videos, they leave changed, shifted.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You're a huge part of that. Huge.
Thank you.
Really big.
You are a huge part of it, Lacey. Your service is just beautiful.
Thank you.
It's very special having you here.
And she doesn't realize this, but I want her back.
I realize.
I want her back forever. Like, you're going to die. Like, I've always envisioned dying under, like, picking a tree and just being buried.
So under one of the trees. Pick out your tree.
Yeah. We're going to, you can know, I won't do that. That's too dominating. She can pick out her own tree.
I'm sure I'll get an email in a couple of months and then I'll have that gut feeling again.
Yeah.
and then I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm so grateful that I had this like 2-month opening that again, it's part of just like leaving open space in my life, which I never did because I've always been like type A, control, like I'm doing this. And so I was like, wow, I have 2 months open. I'm going to stay at the farm.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was perfect. Yeah. So you saw like a little bit of different, you were in the chefing role, and now you went into the yoga role, meditation role, a little bit more contact with the guests, right, in the rainy season too, and stuff, a little more deeper rabbit hole type stuff in the rainy season.
And one of the guests was your own mom.
Yeah, your own mom.
Yes, so awesome. I mean,
very cool.
I travel a lot, and for anyone that travels, I'm sure when you're there, you always want to be like, oh, I wish my sister could see this, or I wish my mom could experience this. So the fact that my mom came for 3 weeks to a place that has been such an extremely important part of my journey, it was awesome to share that with her,
cool
and for this to be part of her own journey.
Hi, Zan.
Mommy.
So yeah, that was awesome. And next year, I'm hoping to share the farm with more friends and family.
Yeah.
And
absolutely, you're a pure leader, right? So after this experience, you've got retreat. Like you're leaving because you really have retreats you have to do in Europe, right? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I've been working in the retreat business for 4 years, more in like, well, I started out as a volunteer. And then just stayed at the same place at Chanti. And then, so I've been managing that, and now this year I'm stepping into more freelancing. So whether that be approaching retreat centers as a plant-based chef, or as a yoga retreat facilitator, or organizing retreats. So right now I'm organizing a retreat in Italy and in India. Not that I'm leading, but I organize them for other retreat facilitators. And then I also host my own retreats. So I have 2 back home in Canada, which is why I'm going home. And I'm excited about it. It's like this bittersweet to leave the farm, but to be able to keep going and sharing my gifts and, the teachings of the heart. And
I mean, you're a pure leader, right? You know, and so you should lead your own retreats.
And leading from the heart.
Oh, totally.
There's a big difference.
Unconditional love, this one here.
Yeah.
Everything's an offering.
Yeah. Yep. She's amazing. And we're doing another video soon, Farm Life Family, with Lacey, because guess what? She's doing a retreat here.
Yay.
What's the name of it called?
It's called the Holistic Lifestyle Retreat. Kind of playing off of Holistic Lacey. A little bit of everything.
So Holistic Lacey is your blog?
Yeah, my website, holisticlacey.com.
And the Holistic Retreat is here in April of 2017.
Yep. And
9 days.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to touch upon that in much more depth in another retreat, another video here coming up very soon. So, Lacey, thank you, really. Thank you for serving this farm.
Thank you so much. You also, so much gratitude to both of you, really.
Yep. I think we'll see you again, though.
I think so, too.
I do.
This farm is magical.
Bye-bye.
Bye.